The Queen of Storms. Chapter 2, Part 1. The Shadow Beyond the Stars. 3 months had passed since the coronation. Life on Elaria was nothing like life on Earth. Every morning, Queen Era awoke in the crystal palace overlooking the shining capital city. Floating gardens drifted among the clouds. Silver rivers flowed through crystal towers. At night, the rings of Elaria illuminated the sky like glowing ribbons of light. It was beautiful. But being queen was far more difficult than she had imagined. Every day brought meetings, decisions, and responsibilities. Era spent hours listening to advisors discuss trade routes, planetary defenses, and disputes between distant regions. Sometimes she missed the simplicity of her old life. The quiet streets of Valora. The lake. Her grandmother. And Kieran. The silver pendant he had given her never left her side. One evening, after another long day of royal duties, Era stood alone on a palace balcony. The stars stretched endlessly above her. A cold wind moved through the night. Then she heard it. A whisper. Soft. Distant. Almost impossible to hear. Help us. Era turned quickly. No one was there. The balcony was empty. She frowned. Perhaps she was simply tired. But the next night, the whisper returned. This time it was louder. Help us. The voice seemed to come from the stars themselves. Era immediately summoned Commander Rylan. When he arrived, she explained everything. His expression became serious. Has this happened before? Era shook her head. No. The commander looked troubled. There are old stories. What kind of stories? He hesitated. Stories about the star voices. Era listened carefully. The ancient rulers of Elaria could sometimes hear distant cries across space. It was said that the Storm Throne connected them to forces beyond ordinary understanding. A chill ran through her. You think the voices are real? I don't know. Neither of them noticed the shadow moving outside the palace window. Watching. Listening. Waiting. The following morning, alarms suddenly echoed across the capital. Red lights flashed throughout the palace. Guards rushed through the corridors. Era hurried into the command chamber. The giant holographic display showed dozens of officers staring in shock. What happened? She asked. One officer pointed toward the display. Unknown object detected, Your Majesty. The hologram zoomed outward into deep space. Era expected to see a ship. Instead, she saw something impossible. A crack. A massive glowing fracture hanging in empty space. Purple energy poured from its edges. The commander stared in disbelief. That can't be. What is it? Era asked. No one answered immediately. Finally, one of the scientists spoke. It appears to be a dimensional rupture. The room fell silent. Era had never heard the term before. The scientist swallowed nervously. A doorway. A doorway to where? The scientist looked frightened. We don't know. Before anyone could speak again, the rupture suddenly expanded. The entire room shook. Warning signals erupted across every screen. Then something emerged. A ship. Black. Enormous. Unlike any design ever recorded in Elarian history. A second ship followed. Then a third. Then dozens more. Silence filled the command center. The fleet continued emerging from the glowing fracture. Hundreds of vessels. Thousands. An invasion force. Era felt her stomach tighten. The commander slowly lowered his head. Prepare the planetary defenses. The officers immediately rushed into action. Outside, citizens began noticing strange lights in the sky. Fear spread quickly. Meanwhile, deep within the palace archives, an ancient crystal began glowing for the first time in centuries. Forgotten words appeared across its surface. A warning. A prophecy. One that had remained hidden until this exact moment. And far beyond the stars, aboard the largest black warship, a mysterious figure stood before a massive observation window. Their face remained hidden beneath a dark hood. They stared directly at Elaria. And smiled. The peace of the Storm Queen's reign was over. A far greater threat had arrived. To be continued. If you enjoyed this story and want to discover what happens next, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Story Galaxy, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next chapter of the Queen of Storms.